All right, Temur field. So no Golos here. We've just got Risen Reef, Omnath, Cavalier of Thorns, and then notably, so that's really kind of sweet is we have Escape to the Wilds here. This exiles our top 5 cards of our deck and lets us play an extra land. So this is a piece of card advantage and ramp all wrapped up into one, which seems kind of sweet. I think this deck posted a 5-0 or did well in one of the MTGO events because naturally the best way to find interesting deck lists for Magic Arena is to look at the 2 decades old Magic Online results because that makes a lot of sense, Wizards. Please give us arena data. Thank you. Let's dive into a constructed event here and see how this goes. Are those the medium sizes? I think they're the large. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at my order. I mean, more power to people that want to play Magic Online. It just would be nice if Magic Online wasn't our only data source. It would be nice if they would, like, post the results of, like, the metagame challenge and post a bunch of the 7-0 deck lists from there and post, like, random 5-0 and 5-1 deck lists from constructed events. It would be nice if Arena generically had just more competitive options. I would like it if I could just play a PTQ on Magic Arena instead of having to load up Magic Online. That would be my ideal, at least. Is this the evolved form of TI? I have no idea, Juka. This is not my deck list. Gotta give them time to get analytics live. Something. Is different. So looking for green sources here. Yikes. Alright, survey says deal. Am I in the all deck list should be public knowledge after registration? Yeah, definitely. That being said, while being pro public deck list after registration happens, I also think the fact that they published the deck list as far out as they did for this Magic Arena tournament is a bad thing. I think they published too many. I think they published the deck list too far out. I think they also required deck lists to be submitted too far out. They stifled people's ability to innovate. The deck list should be public for the tournament, but the deck list should not be made public until the morning of or when the tournament starts. By making the deck list public this far in advance, Wizards of the Coast has removed one of the big advantages of innovating, and they've encouraged people to play safe. Because if you innovate something that, like, has some challenging matchups for people, they're going to have time to practice those matchups. So I think part of the reason why there was less diversity was because of the far in advance deadline and the fact that they required deck lists to go public so soon. All right, so I think I lead on this. and hope to hit 2 lands. Like, I think there's a lot of lands in it, so there's a pretty good chance that happens. Ring-a-ding-ding. If a mod wants to be helpful and make a link to the deck list for the tournament, I'd appreciate you. That's probably going to be a question we get a lot today. Wow. Woof. Well. Thank you for digging up the link, folks. Yeah, the zombie sounds are something. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. Ooh. Ooh. Man, we're gonna have decking out as a real concern here, aren't we? Yeah, there's 68 competitors in the Arena MC. So they're rebranding the Mythic Championship, the Arena MCs next year to Invitationals because that's what they are. So these are really invitational tournaments. For people who are unfamiliar. Oh no, chat, we're gonna have to discard the hand size. Oh, you know what? I should Risen Reef first because we could hit the 4th Field of the Dead. So I feel like we're generating more zombies per turn than they are, so I think I want to smash here. Do we have a way to not deck if it comes to that? We do not. We do not. Shrink the board. Trade D's, trade Z's. And, like, I can't even reasonably burn them out with Omnath. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to throw away some of these Risen Reefs. I could see that. There's 23 cards in my deck, so... Next turn, I think we Omnath their Golos to start, and then go from there. Oh, gosh. Omnath makes us draw 2. Alright, well, give him the Cheeto fingers. I guess. Beanstalk Giant's about to be a big boy. You're not wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna Agent of Treachery their field. Please eat my Risen Reefs. Thank you. I appreciate you. Alright, so some stuff happened. Wow, look at this hideous non-foil Field of the Dead. It's like we're some kind of peasant. You have to take 3 of their things. I only have 1 of their things. Oh, I guess I could technically cast this Grazer, huh? Hey, they fixed the arrows. Look at that. Look at that, chat. They fixed the arrows. Isn't that exciting? Hey, do you have a sweeper or are you dead? I don't know what that card does. Heron Cube. Yep, doesn't look like a sweeper. All right, so they're up to 22. Tectonic Rift. That seems cute. I think if I felt like I needed help in the mirror, that could be okay. I don't know. Like, that seems probably worse than just playing a bunch of Agent of Treacheries, right? So, the Rift is a decent suggestion, not just because it's land destruction, but because it also makes it so they can't block. So, like, that card, like, lets you win through board states like this, right? It's basically the TLDR. I hope there's a basic in my deck. There is. Look at that. All right. All right. Not my job to figure it out. Go. Hopefully these two Omnath triggers are lethal here. Yep. There's going to be a lot of that this weekend. Just like, boom. They're exactly dead, huh? I think I'm cutting Hydroid Krasis because I'm going to risk decking in this matchup. Escape to the Wilds to ramp and hit my stuff sounds good. Do I trim this card because it risks decking me? Maybe. I think I'd rather have Escape than Cavalier. What do we think of this? This seems fine. Do I cut Grazer? Does cutting Grazer slow me down too much? Cutting Grazer probably slows me down too much. I want the ramp. Ramp it up. Ramp it up. Do. Is Flame Sweep supposed to come in? That's a thought. Maybe we want that to clear out their side. I can see that. So waiting to cast this Once Upon a Time until I draw another card for the turn. Ideally, we're going to draw a green or blue source, then once they'll find us the other one that we're missing. Look at that. Just like we drew it up. Never didn't have it, chat. Never didn't have it. As good as Agent of Treachery is, I'm going to bottom the third one here. So, I think I'm just going to take the guaranteed ramp here. Because guaranteeing Growth Spiral means that I get... Growth Spiral, drawing my 5th land, means I get to guarantee to escape the Wilds next turn. Yeah, the borderless cards are great. They're just very well done. Very well done overall. Alright, I'd like some lands, please. Perfect. Actually, am I supposed to play this because I already had a temple? Maybe. Maybe. I've reached the last level of whale status where my decks are becoming borderless. God bless.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
So, I just start slamming Agents of Treachery here, right? That's the line. I could go Root plus Risen Reef. Taking their Field of the Dead sounds great, though. Losing the Root feels a little bad, but...
Here we go.
Six, so we need a differently aimed land next turn to be in a good spot. Next turn the same. I'm not 100% sure if I do the same next turn. Because, like, I do need to, like, start triggering my fields. Is the problem. I think I just escaped the wilds here. Fabled Passage sounds great. This lets me ramp up, and now I'm in a position where next turn I can do agent plus something else. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So like next turn I can play a 12th land and play like Cavalier plus Agent of Treachery. How did Modern go today? We cut through a league really quickly with Elves, went 4-1. Cavalier has reach, so like, that's a thing. Yep. Nah, the Angel Card deck I never really liked. This is our first match with this deck, yes. Ooh. Huh? Huh? Howdy, Sir Helsing. Yeah, if they have... if they have another deputy, we're gonna be in trouble. Oh, did I tap wrong? Do I not have triple green available here? Crap, I don't have triple green available. Oh, yikes. Well, I wanted to play Cavalier of Thorns this turn. But now we're doing this, I guess. Yeah, I should definitely have Flame Sweeps in my deck post board. That's a mistake. Ken Wraith, sure.
Here goes nothing.
Those were pretty bad hits. Third agent might deck me. That is an incredibly good point. That is an incredibly good point. This deck does just like, there's a lot of like, well, shoot moments. When the flavor text is not a good scene, huh? What do the kids say? Is it YOLO? I believe the kids say YOLO. All right, all in, go. Five fields. Let's go. Let's go. We do have three of their fields. That's why we have a bunch of ugly ones. Whee! Pretty unlucky. Have to discard. Alright, none of those are deputy detention. I mean, like, they're dead, right? There's 11 cards in my deck. They're dead. Alright, I mean, like, we got really close to decking both times, but, like, didn't actually do it. Like, there was 2 games in a row where, like, we came right up to the cusp, but then, like, didn't quite have it happen. I thought you were a coward for cutting Krasis. Now I see that you're the bravest man alive. Yeah, living on the edge. Win this one for America. It's Kim Jong-un. America. 28 lands later. Yikes! Yikes! It's a good thing this deck draws a lot of cards. Soul Bonded! Well, it's the first time I've queued up against you. Good reminder to resub. Thanks for the 13 buds. Hope you have a little bit better luck in the rest of your league. It's a wild game. Agent of Treachery is a heck of a card. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to have taken the Cavalier there. Like, I have 4 land Circuitous Route. Didn't get turn 2 out good. Fist bump. My body is ready for turn 3 Nissa. My body is ready for turn 3 Nissa, chat. Bring on the Nissa. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Oh, just a question beast, yep. They missed a land drop. That's good for our hero. Go growth spiral, go growth spiral, go growth spiral, go. Do 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 do. Beep beep beep. Wed's rotation. Yikes! Yikes! Hopefully field rotates on Monday. Something. I for one welcome our new Oko overlords. I wonder if they ban Nissa alongside Field. Because they definitely won't ban Oko, because they won't ban a mythic out of their latest set. It sells too many booster packs. But I could see them banning Nissa. Got my playset of Okos, bring on the Oko meta. Yep. Yeah, banning Grazer and Goose would be something I'd be on board with. Ban Field, Grazer, and Goose. Well, the one mana accelerants are a big part of the problems that this format has. Yeah, Giants not having reach feels like a bit of a flavor fail. Goose does not have limits. In a format where Oko exists, Goose does not have limits. So if I grab an untapped land here, I get to cast a giant Hydroid Krasis, so I think I'm in for that. Alright, so this will be an 11-11 this turn. Or it'll be a 9-9. Right, because I have 10 lands and this makes an extra mana, so I can make this a 9-9. On a scale of 1 to Deathrite Shaman, where do you rate Goose? Goose is nothing like Deathrite Shaman. Anybody trying to engage in that point is either stupid or acting in bad faith. It's just 1 mana accelerants don't belong in standard. Deathrite Shaman wasn't banned just because it was a 1 mana accelerant. Deathrite Shaman was banned because it was a Birds of Paradise Grim Lavamancer split card. And that's not okay. I have Plaza of Harmony to gain 3 life with next turn too, which is sweet. We get to root into 2 gates and then drop that. And a better Soul Mender, yep, that too.
Together we will prevail. The land shall conquer you.
The land shall conquer you. Conquer me, Nissa, conquer me. Sure, but we have pushed 3 mana cards, so that makes the accelerants not okay. Like the devil is in the details, I get it. If I do this, can I also cast Giant? I can because of the castle. These are my monsters. They're large and in charge. They have another big Hydra this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. We could see a very large Krasis out of them here. Planeswalker is another axis of interaction rather than combat. What do you want other than combat and removal spells for them? Like, there's plenty of ways to destroy Planeswalkers in this format. What's another axis of interaction? Planeswalkers are incredibly interactable. Like, they're like artifacts and enchantments that you can hit in combat. Like, in terms of, like, interaction compared to other types of cards, like, they're very good. Or, like, they offer a lot of axes of interaction already. OmniZ, thank you for the 29 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, that's a pretty good one. I think we start there. I just take their Hydroid Krasis, right? It's their thing that's actually killing me. Yeah, Planeswalkers are more interactable than any other card type in Magic. I think saying Planeswalkers are not interactable shows a fundamental misunderstanding of, like, what makes them good and why. I have this one over here for next turn. Do I just wait a turn here? I think I just wait a turn, right? I can attack with all of these, I guess. If I attack with all of these, I lose 1, 2, 3 of them, and they take 12. And then I'm not dead on the backswing, right? Because I have, like, this and 8 of these. I guess I could be dead if they, like, have a way to take this out of the field. Yeah, I'm gonna not attack because they could have, like, Brazen Borrower. I mean, Fry not hitting Oko and Scions is very much intentional. Like, that's super by design. I don't know if this is a max Agent of Treachery matchup, but it definitely feels like a non-zero number of Agent of Treachery matchup. Lava Coil seems good for their questing beast deck. Arboreal Grazer seems important so they don't get too far under me. Honestly, Omnath seems pretty mediocre. They don't have many things that it kills. Come on, just do this. Just be like an Escape the Wilds Agent of Treachery deck. Just have Max swings the top end. Maybe we just go off of once and do this. I mean, Agent at least costs infinite mana, right? Like your 7 mana constructed playable cards are supposed to be powerful and swing the game. Like, games of Magic have to end at some point. And in general, I tend to take more offense to busted payoffs than I do to like, or busted enablers than I do to like busted payoffs. Because like, you want your payoffs to be sweet. They're supposed to be the incentive for doing what you're doing. I think I'm just gonna bottom that. We'll go turn 2, turn 3. In. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think the thing this standard format has taught me the most is that Magic players are never happy. Because, like, there's definitely a lot of overlap between the players that I see complaining that Modern is too fast and brutal and Standard is also too grindy and long. So, like, I'm not sure what those people actually want out of Magic if, like, fast and brutal isn't something they want and slow and long isn't something they want. Like, what do they actually want? Can they be pleased? The answer is probably no, right? They just can't be pleased. Our opponent has experiencing they're off it. Who's never happier? Reddit commenting on your posts or Magic players? Asking the real questions. Sure. Always remember, wait until after you draw your card for the turn to cast your Once Upon a Time. Flash deck. Flash deck. Yikes. They want that tepid water cucumber sandwich MTG experience. That's the description. Is the flash deck generally a beating? No, the flash deck's very bad. It's just annoying to play against. The flash deck's the style of deck where even when you beat it, you walk away from the game feeling dissatisfied. You're like, why did I just spend my time doing this? Thanks. Thanks. Man, that quench card I've heard so much about. Yeah, I don't think you're alone in that feeling, Frost Otter. I think you're not a full-on spike, but you also just, like, want to be able to do interesting things, like. I think that's a very common mindset. Alright, and, like, here's why the Flash deck struggles, right? Like, they... Like, I just get to, like, make land drops now. So, like, good luck countering my zombies. Field and then root would have been 4 zombies. No, nope. That's not how magic works. Field doesn't trigger until you have 7 different lands in play. Oh, I could have... I elected to gain 3 life rather than get an extra zombie, which might be wrong. Which might be wrong. So my sequencing prioritized to gain 3 life over a zombie, which is probably wrong because that allowed them to attack with this 4/4. Because if I had 2 zombies, they wouldn't have attacked. Wow, so their hand is just like stone cold nothing, huh? Because they didn't get... If they had a counterspell, they would have countered Escape the Wilds, right? That's true. They could have undervalued what Escape was about to do. I cannot play lands from Escape the Wilds with Growth Spiral, no. I can, however, play this land that's on top of my deck. Yeah, Escape the Wilds is super powerful. Card's a lot of fun. Let's try to escape first. See if we can get a Field of the Dead. So these are going away this turn. These ones over here will still be castable next turn. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana in play right now. Well, just don't crash, Pokemon nerd. Duh. Come on now. Just tell your application not to crash. Yeah, I missed the Yarok deck too. I'm hoping that Historic will be too fast for these Golos decks to be competitive, and Yarok Field can be good there. It's my hope. Golos just goes bigger. So the Yarok deck's like a less greedy Golos deck, and you always want to be greedier in mid-range mirrors. Have an unsummon here. Sure. So they have 6 blockers. They have 4 blockers. I have 11 attackers. So if I attack with these, they block 4, take 14. That seems reasonable. And they're dead next turn. I'd be kind of surprised if that's the case. In order to adapt to Golos for a more aggressive metagame, they'd have to, like, break up the core of their deck, and at that point, they're kind of just like the Yarok deck. Like a worse version of the Yarok deck. Like, the Golos as a card is a lot less good when it's not just, like, hard accelerating and doing nothing else. Yeah, but, like, once you do that, you're basically just the Yarok deck. Only you have this Golos card that you can't afford to activate instead of Yarok that gives you extra things. "12 one-man accelerants will be interesting." It'll be something. Interesting is a word you could use. The Temur deck list on my website is always the most current version of the list, he says, wondering if he added Aether Gust to the sideboard. Thought I added Aether Gust to the sideboard. Yep, list on the site is current. We're gonna try a couple of different things next time we play it, but my latest list that I'm happy that I would play as of right now is on the website. There's always new things to try, but that's the stable one. Yeah, there's a lot of metagame type questions that, like, dictate what would be better or worse than in Historic, just like in Standard. In Standard, obviously, Oko is everywhere. If that's the same thing's true in Historic, then that changes some of your expectations, but we don't know that to be the case. Like, the format's completely undeveloped and unexplored. Magic players like to make a lot of bad assumptions, though. I think I'm gonna once when they tap their land tier. Actually, I should probably just once now, because Spell Pierce isn't in the format. So let's just do this. I really don't want this to get countered. Actually, I should have done that before I played my land, because I could have found, like, a blue-green temple or this, and then I could have fetched Island on 1 and then Growth Spiraled on 2 if I would have onced first. So yeah, so my sequencing was wrong here. I should have onced before playing my land drop. And then I could have fetched for Island on 1 and then gone Forest into Growth Spiral here. There is no incentive to play Historic currently. Just the fun of playing Magic the Gathering. Some people play games for fun. They're weird. We should tar and feather them. Make lots of fun of them. Sure. It's a good hit. No locks. Actually, shocking that in was pretty wrong, huh? Because they don't have... I was thinking I wanted to be able to Aether Gust a Frilled Mystic, but they missed their 4th land drop. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. It might be a little bit too slow here. The fact that I did extra damage to myself doesn't help either, though. Man, that's brutal. Just super punished for our sequencing. Oh, my sequencing here is bad again. Doesn't matter because they have a counterspell. Yeah. But I should wait to play Castle if I'm gonna play Route, because then the Castle would make some dorks. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. We're just a little bit slow on the draw. I also sequenced my lands and my once wrong that game. If I'd have growth spiraled onto that game, the game probably looks different. Because I start slamming my bombs one turn sooner. Which means I have a chance to resolve one more at the end there. Sure. I'm going to lead on Temple of Mystery here. We're going to wait on once this time through because there's nothing I could find that would change my turn 1 play. So I want to wait to play my once until I have more information with cards that I'm going to be drawing. And then we'll probably once next turn, because next turn we could hit an Arboreal Grazer that's castable. So that would be relevant in terms of our sequencing. This is probably number 1 for cards people missequence in Standard right now. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm gonna take the Guildgate for now. Let's get another green source down. Yep, definitely in for Field of the Dead. You do have rather large tracts of land. You see that Once Upon a Time is the most played card at the MC. I did. Card's real good. Block. Maybe I'm just supposed to jam here, because they'd have to have Quench, because they can't cast Essence Capture at the moment. It might be right to just go Passage, jam Omnath here. No problem, Civic. I couldn't reconnect to my match, but still won the second game. Maybe they just didn't want to wait for you to reconnect, so they conceded. I could see that happening. I think we have to take this because we already have this field in play. In the past, I've disconnected while in such a winning position that I probably thought I was slow rolling. That would be funny. Please play Frilled Mystic. Please play Frilled Mystic. Tilt. Yeah, exactly, Kane. Knowledge we're not privy to. I wonder if they're debating, like, just like playing a Spectral Sailor and like jamming on us here. Interesting. Wow, they put that on the bottom. Huh. Them jamming that there for no reason, I feel like gives us a real shot now. Wow, especially with that draw. I guess I should have fetched a mountain last turn, because now I need to fetch a forest, which means I can't trigger Field of the Dead yet here. Whereas if I would have fetched a mountain, I could have triggered Field of the Dead already. Which is something relevant to think about. Monitors are like one of the few really high-end things that I don't have on my setup. I have an HP monitor as my center screen that, like, a relative sold me on the cheap. Yeah, not having these Fields of the Dead active here is like a big deal. They gonna, like, bounce my Omnath in response here? So I'm gonna cast this just for a deal 2 plus a Risen Reef trigger. Yep. We deserve that, I guess. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 mana in play right now, which means which means I can play this Omnath and Escape next turn, which is great. Being able to double spell here is very critical. And the Simic Guildgate is notably going to turn on Field of the Dead, so if I can manage to not die to this Brazen Borrower, we'll be in a pretty good spot here. No, I want to Omnath first because they know about the Omnath, and I want to bait a counterspell with this, ideally. Do I have 2 gates in play? I do, right? So let's play this and gain 3 life. I guess I should play this because Growth Spiral can put this gate into play next turn. Playing Pump Up the Risen Reef here. We have Lava Coil to kill this Brazen Borrower, which is nice, and Plaza gives us a time walk, and this gives us a time walk. Yeah, I have 2 21-inch monitors and then a 27 as my center screen. So I have matching 21s on each side and then a 27 in the middle. And at this point, with like triple field online, this Night Pack Ambusher just doesn't matter. So your station looks like an airliner cockpit. Yeah, basically. Alright, well, let's start with this. Hey, look, another way to potentially kill this Brazen Borrower. There's been like a good example of why the Flash deck struggles against these Field of the Dead decks, which is one of the many reasons why the Flash deck is very bad. It just can't keep up with the vast amount of free things we pump out. Can't counterspell my my dorks. And they don't have a catch-up mechanic from a position like this. Aether Gust is a great draw. It's gonna let me say no to this and then kill them next turn. Yeah, MC has 0 Flash decks for a reason. Like we've been saying, Flash is the worst deck that people consistently play. It's real bad. Yeah, it probably has to do with price. It probably has to do with the fact that it doesn't require a lot of cards from the newest set. Like, the Flash deck is probably popular in large part due to the fact that, like, it doesn't need any Eldraine cards. There's a variety of reasons that it's popular. It being good is not one of them. I use a 47-inch 4K for my main and 2 27-inch for the side monitors. Lots of real estate. Yeah, my main is a 27 1440. And Twitch only lets me stream Twitch is like a peasant streaming service, so like you can't broadcast in resolutions over 1080 anyways. So like someday when like Twitch allows us to broadcast in real resolutions, I'll probably take that as an excuse to upgrade my rig and my monitors. But like until Twitch supports streaming in 4K, I'm not gonna bother. Thanks for the 17 months, Strox. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Wow, there's only 19 cards left in my deck. The resolution on Moto cards is so low that I assume if you played Moto in 4K, you just couldn't read anything. Are we about to get root snared? Echoing Truth? Yeah, you got me. Unsummon. Sure. So what we see here is the reason why the Golos deck isn't super popular on the ladder. It's taken us an hour and 20 minutes to play 3 matches with this deck. And play one more here, but this deck plays incredibly long sets. Have they fixed Ultra? It's different per game board background. My number one bug I would like to see fixed on Arena isn't even the crashing and the slowdowns. My number one bug that needs to be fixed is the fact that you can't flipping reconnect to a match after you get disconnected. That is such an unbelievably game-breaking bug because it makes every other bug and crash infinitely worse. Because it means when you hit any other issue, you can't actually do anything. When did they break that? 2 patches ago. When I click on your link, Jin, I kid you not, Jin. Is this the right link? This page contains erotic or adult imagery. Are you sure this is a picture of your computer? Are we certain that this is a picture of your monitors? There we go. I believe you. That's great. All right. Growth spiral. Sorry. Back to the arena. Oh, I'm on the big screen. I feel special. Ugh. Oh, you know what? This is technically a punt. I should have growth spiraled. We were too busy looking at Jin's computer porn. What I should have done was I should have growth spiraled in response to the Mayhem Devil and then cracked my thing. So I took a damage I didn't have to take there because of my sequencing. How do I direct message Jeff? Click on me. Click on me and there should be a button. Oh, do 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 do. How do I feel about the metagame right now? I've been greatly enjoying this standard format. The standard format has been a lot of fun for me. I think my opponent messed up there. Urquat, thank you for the 21 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Alright, so they can kill my Omnath this turn with Mayhem Devil. If we agent their devil, do they just die? Yeah, possibly. Definitely planning to agent their devil next turn. They made a blue... Oh, are they playing the 4-color oven deck we played the other day? They might be. They might be playing 4-color oven. We played this on stream the other day. Okay, can I borrow that? Thanks. It's not a bad pickup. This is why we did this before playing this. Did they miss doing the cat oven loop? I think they did. They might just be Jund. Maybe they're not playing Broco. Yeah, that's the fake curse. So end of turn, I'm going to crack this, which lets me kill the Gilded Goose. Yup. I've not played a land yet this turn, right? Even if I did, I could Grazer. Nope, definitely hadn't. Let's scry before we draw. Deckmaster is definitely on and working. Yeah, I think I'm in for a land, so I'm going to draw that and then Arboreal Grazer it into play. Yeah, this does make me miss Yarok Field a little bit. Hey, Croker, thank you for the 10 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Send in the goons. We slaughtered Golos Field at our first match. Yarok is really bad in a format where Yarok is not good against Oko. Oko steals Yarok and he turns him into a 3/3. And you're just a very sad panda afterwards. The saddest of pandas. Cavalier's been a little underwhelming, but Escape the Wilds has been superb. Is it just you or am I hearing echoes? You should maybe double check that you don't have a second tab with me open. Is often the cause of that. Yeah, Cavaliers are also not great in in a field of Okos. Well, that was not the green land I was hoping to see. Get a couple more draws here. Well, one more if we want to Growth Spiral on curve. Alright, they're currently missing red mana. Sweet. Yay, once upon a time. Ding, ding, ding. I think I'm gonna Lava Coil this since they haven't played a red source yet, and they didn't have a 2-drop. Killing Birds of Paradise against the 3-color deck. A time-honored tradition. Whew. Y'all ready to escape with me? Are y'all ready to escape? Quickly, quickly! To me, to me! Sorry, the unicorn just inspired me. Let's claim our prizes. Thoughts on this. My big takeaway was that, one, I was surprised at how reasonable this felt against the field deck. The Golos field deck. Two, Cavalier of Thorns seems pretty mediocre. I would get rid of it. Escape the Wilds was quite excellent. I would play another copy. Agent of Treachery is kind of absurd. I would move another copy into the main deck. That leaves me one more main deck slot. Either another Beanstalk Giant or another Omnath could be fine. Honestly, because this deck ramps so much, your Omnath flavor text of making your lands draw cards comes up quite often. So I probably wouldn't hate just like having a fourth Omnath in the deck, because it's generally drawing you a bunch of cards. As far as the sideboard is concerned, I think with 1 to 2 3 mana 4 mana Jace, the Golos matchup probably gets very reasonable. So I feel like instead of like worrying about decking in that matchup, just like have a couple of Jace in the board, so that way you can just win the game with him, is probably what I would do. But overall, I was kind of impressed with this list. It's definitely something I would play again, assuming that Field of the Dead makes it past the ban list update on what's it called, on Monday. We'll see. But if you're looking for a variation of Field that's not playing Golos, and more importantly is playing this sweet card, Escape the Wilds, was very, very impressed with this one for sure. We are going to roll on along here to the next one. The next one's going to be a little bit of a different side of the gameplay than this. We've got some mono red elementals coming up next. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and roll a quick ad Blake blub, 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 words before we do. Thanks everyone for hanging out.